Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. As of recording of this is Thursday, July 8th, 2021, and just about 7 p.m. going out of one of the Disneyland parking lots. I am not heading to the parks today. By the way, take a look at the sun that is starting to slowly set over there. Well, that's probably not the best angle, but you kind of get the idea. I am heading down to McDonald's, which is just across from the Harbor Blvd entrance, near the Esplanade, Disneyland. I don't want to give an exact date when I'm going back to the parks, but it will be in the next few or so days. A few days, give or take 1 or 2. That is when I will be making my return. And until then, I'm just kind of wandering around Orange County, perusing things. And the McDonald's just across from the entrance has been closed for well over a year. Since I got back from Florida, that Mickey D's, which I believe is independently owned, so there's going to be a fluctuation in prices and whatnot. I don't ever recall, well, I think once or twice I have eaten there, but I've never documented it. So I'm going to go to that McDonald's, show how close in proximity it is. So if you were in the theme parks, you could leave the Esplanade, cross Harbor, within a matter of steps, hit a fast food establishment that is non-Disney related. Also, in about 2.5 hours, it's 7 p.m. right now, at 9:30, I believe, they're going to be doing some fireworks. I'm going to show you a neat little spot that you can see them without being in the Esplanade and without being at Disneyland. You can see them on the corner of Harbor and the 5 freeway. I'm inviting you to join me. This has been a long-winded intro. Shall you? Just to give a little perspective of where I am, my feet are right here facing south. Well, south is that way. Then you got west, you got north, you got east. So I'm going to be heading northbound on Harbor all the way up to the McDonald's. It's going to be about there. Now, where I'm going to watch the fireworks, unless it's too windy, they might not happen if the weather is a little too much. It's going to be kind of right about there where the tip of my glasses are. But I'm starting here, right beside the convention center at the parking area. That is, it says so right there. This parking area is back open again, and the parks are as well. As you go across the cross streets of Catella here on Harbor, you'll see this empty lot. This has to be some very valuable real estate next to the Castle Inn and Suites. 1750 is the address, and it says, you can make out the inscription, it says the Village Inn Internationals, but there's no property here. Well, there's property, but there's no buildings. There is no Village Inn here anymore. Just sits empty. Always love being able to see Guardians over there, the former Hollywood Tower across the street. Pretty cool. Pretty excited about going back to the parks soon. Very soon. How rare is it I'm not documenting any cars drive by? Okay, now they're going by. I can hear them. There's one. There's a couple more. Here at the threshold of Disney Way and Harbor is the Anaheim Hotel. A little secret, you can park over here instead of one of the Disney lots, which are $20, $25, because no annual pass holders anymore, so you don't get free parking or included with your AP. $35. So at least $10 or $15 more than what Disney is charging. The good thing about that, if you want to cough up the money, you're only 1 block from the Harbor entrance. So you park here. It's a little pricey, but you're in the Esplanade in less than 5-minute walk. Maybe even 3 minutes. And to give an update on my proximity, I am right here at this moment. Disney Way and the Boulevard right there. Always a pretty good view here of the former tower right over there. Oh, you can even see some of the peaks and spires of Radiator Springs over there. I've never noticed that before. That's pretty dang cool. Disneyland entrance right up here, and the McDonald's right across the street from it. And just above standing here on the sidewalk on the city street, over there you can see the rideshare vehicles pulling in to pick up gas. You can see the Matterhorn peeking up over the tree line from outside the park. I love it. Now, do not attempt to park and go to to head over to Disney by any of these lots. They will tow your vehicle. Utilize the Anaheim Hotel for $35 or the Disney parks parking and the hotels along here customer parking only. Do not attempt to park and spend a few hours inside Disney. They will tow you. They don't play around. No monorail going by, and it's a little silhouetted out because the sun is setting. But above the monorail beam, Space Mountain. I am pretty dang excited to be going on that back here later this month. Pretty dang excited. And even more documentation that parking is only allowed. Oh, look at this. Big bold letters. No public parking. And the Best Western, they don't even want the restaurant next door to it, the IHOP. You're not allowed to have IHOP or Disney parking. No park IHOpping. No park hopping IHOP. Okay, that joke didn't work. Now I do believe right over here, they were gonna build a pedestrian bridge that did not happen. The plans fell through. So this is some valuable real estate also that never came to fruition to have a bridge here. And if memory serves me correctly, don't quote me on this, they were gonna have a parking structure back there as well. So now it's just kind of an empty lot used for maybe cast member parking, perhaps? Okay, gonna continue on. Just next to this is the McDonald's. Right over there. Adjacent to Camelot Inn and Suites. See the golden arches peeking up there as the OC bus goes by. And cash shuttle as well. Yeah, this was all fenced off for a heck of a long time, for over a year, probably a year and a half. It's not fenced off anymore. It is open for business. It is quite operational. And notice the sign right there. It says McDonald's customers only. I think it's great. My dad uses that joke a lot. Great. So I kind of borrowed that from him. 60-minute parking only. You'll be towed at owner's expense. And that rounds out to about $350. Woo! You could buy a lot of Big Macs for $350. I think they may have renovated it. Someone's honking. They may have renovated this too. I think they updated the facade. There goes some. It's crow hour right now. All right, I'm gonna go in and get myself something. They even have the golden arches in the form of a flag right there next to the U.S. 1500 Harbor is the address, 1500. Now, from what I can tell, they are not allowing or acknowledging indoor dining. Everything is out, either pickup through the drive-thru or outdoor dining. So as you wander through here, you cannot find a table that anyone is sitting at. There is no indoor dining inside of this. And they have the lettering here across the walls. Pretty unique in here. You know, most McDonald's kind of look pretty similar. And this does, but it has like its own little flair as well. Yeah, just as I said, locally owned and operated. This McDonald's, which might have a different, I guess technically, well, it's a franchise, but it has some different rules and regulations, and maybe the pricing is a little bit different. As I was scrolling through the menu board inside, definitely could tell the dollar menu was not what it used to be. Nothing on here was completely $1. In fact, as I totaled everything up, it came to $11 for everything. I didn't get too much though, but I did get a small fry, large Coke, McDouble, and a McChicken. And it's all done. You don't go up to the counter, you go up to, you use this little board here, do it ahead of time, and then they give you the number. Mine was 779, and this is what we're dealing with. Takeout. All of it down in there. I got my own napkins, but they put plenty of napkins in there. Got the little small fry, McChicken, and the McDouble. And Coke. I always go with Coke at McDonald's because Coke tastes, for some reason, Coca-Cola tastes much better at McDonald's than it does at other places. Something about the fountain machine that they use versus other places. I don't know, just you could tell the difference. You definitely taste the difference. And I'm sitting outside, obviously. And as some crows are flying by, just showing exactly how close in proximity it is to the Harbor Gate of Disneyland. A lot of people walking back to their hotels, taking their food back, and you could enjoy yourself a little meal and head right back into the parks within less than 5 minutes, if you so choose. Oh my gosh, I think I just either heard the ferry boat or the train. I think that was the train horn that went by. But that's it. I'm just kind of like here. Small fry. What was this? The McChicken? I think that was the McChicken. And the McDouble. It's not gourmet food by any means, but inexpensive. And if you're really looking for a little better pricing, if you're on a budget, and you're going to the parks, makes sense. Yes, as stated. I wouldn't call this gourmet delicacies, but my stomach is full, and I enjoyed the beverage. And this small fry, I think was like $2 for the small fry. Give or take. Still a few left. Something about McDonald's fries, which a nice tie-in. Disneyland used to have McDonald's fries in the park. So did Magic Kingdom. They no longer have them in the park anymore, so now you have to walk outside the park, at least here at Anaheim, to get the Mickey D's fries. Something about Mickey D's fries and a nice cold, refreshing beverage. While I was over there chowing down, it was pretty neat. A group of bikers went by. Not motorcyclists, but regular bikes were going down Harbor. Probably at least, before I even started recording, about 50 had passed by before I went, oh, there's a bunch of people on bikes going by. When I pulled the camera out and documented this, there's probably at least 100 in all, just taking their bikes down Harbor, passing Disneyland and the McDonald's across from the parks. None of them stopped and asked for a fry though. And now from here, I'm going to show exactly the distance to where you can go into the Esplanade. And I'm not going to do one long tape because that would be pretty lengthy, but you'll get the idea. So you see the traffic signal down here as the shuttles go by. That traffic signal down there is the entrance to the parks. That's how close it is. You can see the traffic signal and you can see the McDonald's in one fell swoop. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to polish off all my fries before I get to the archway. I guess that would be the word. It's not really a gate. It's an archway. Magic hour. Look at the sky. Oh, look over there. That's pretty dang cool. I'm gonna pop into downtown Disney for a moment and then start, you know, around 9 or 9:15 or so, start making my way over to the 5 freeway on Harbor to get that little kind of secret view of the fireworks. Okay, got the walk signal heading across. I really do like that sunset. It's about 8 o'clock now, so I got about another hour before I gotta start making my way over to the firework area. And now I'm gonna head back over and I'm gonna get a coffee now, a little late evening coffee. You're welcome for visiting. Even though I didn't visit the park, I did visit downtown Disney. Now back to the sidewalk, almost over to the Mickey D's. So you can see the fireworks from outside of any Disney property, technically not on property. And that's where I'm heading after getting a piping hot caffeinated beverage from that same Mickey D's. Only took me about 2 minutes to walk over here. That is, of course, if they are open. It might only be for drive-through. In that case, I do not have my vehicle within this block radius. It is kind of a little bit of a ways from here. So let's see, you know, there's a little bit of a walk up, but maybe I can get in over here, maybe. Oh yeah, with tax, $2.37. Pretty good size though. This is what they consider a large. It is a large piping hot caffeinated beverage. Probably shouldn't even take a sip because this thing is warm. Hello. Oh yeah, I can feel the heat exuding onto my lips from the little hole there. Oh. I got 2 creams and 2 sugars. I think it may not be mixed up in there. McDonald's coffee is pretty dang good. I probably have McDonald's coffee more than I have food. And I also will get the Coke. You know, when I go through the drive-thru, I get Coca-Cola Classic sometimes. Especially when I'm in Florida and there's a There's a very vintage looking Hollywood-esque McDonald's on the way to Hollywood Studios on World Drive out of Celebration. And I got in this habit of always getting an icy cold Coca-Cola on the way to the park. So either coffee or a fountain Coca-Cola, as opposed to food normally. But sometimes I'll get food, like today. I had the McChicken, a little spicy, and I had the McDouble, and I had a small fry. This is almost too warm to drink right now. I think I'm gonna walk a little bit. And I was looking at a sign on the door, and they said the dining room closes at 6. So if I would have got here before 6, I could have ate inside. The drive-through and walk up inside close at 1, so open late. You can still go inside and place your order. And a lot of people are leaving the parks and walking in, or going out of the parking structure and heading over. So it's kind of a mix between people walking up and doing the drive-through. Now, it is really common to watch the fireworks either inside the park on Main Street, USA, or even the Esplanade, like I chose to do on July 4th. Tonight, I'm gonna watch them from a spot I never have, as long as the wind cooperates, right here on top of the 5 freeway. Be a little bit of an experiment because I'm not 100% sure exactly how close I'll be, but you can see them from the backside of Galaxy's Edge as they go over the Falcon. A lot of times people will watch them just in front of Small World, which is just over my shoulder, right over there. So using those as clues, this should work out pretty well. I should also add in, as the recording of this today, just earlier this afternoon, they have announced here in SoCal that not only Halloween Horror Nights is happening at Universal Hollywood, also Oogie Boogie Bash and Halloween Time will rear its head into early September. Things are pushing forward here. And while I'm over here, might as well point out the building that is going to be Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway. In fact, I am wearing a Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway AP shirt from when it opened back in Florida. It's going to be so cool when that goes back into Toontown. Looks as if there's even some office buildings kind of tied into the building, to the ride building as well. So it has a multi-purpose. You know, a year ago, this was just going vertical. Just a few steel beams, and then a few months before that, nothing. And a very beautiful view of the icy slopes of the Matterhorn. Some lights shining on them to give it a little proper ambiance. There it is. Oh yeah, way up there. Way up there. That's a lot higher up than I expected. Look at that. That's awesome. I'm gonna walk down here to the end of the fence. It's a little bit of a gap so I can film it. That's so cool. Wow. Look at that. Amazing. A little different perspective. There goes the car alarms. Grand finale. There it is. There it is. Awesome. That was cool. That's gonna do it for today. Ooh. Something in front of me, I almost tripped over. But I saw it at the last moment. Not a bad way to spend the evening. A little meal from Mickey D's is now reopened, as stated here. Then I went in, wandered around downtown Disney, came back out, got a coffee, watched the fireworks, and now I'm gonna throw away and dispose of my garbage. See you in the next video. The vlog is over.